allegiance to the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Recording announcement, the Sunshine Law permits audio and video recording. Roll call.
Mr. Ely.
Present.
I'm present. Mr. Prescott.
I'm here. Request to address the board. Columbia. You guys are up.
You'll have to remind me of your names again.
Greg Wilson and Ray Lynch.
Ray Lynch. L-Y-N-C-H?
Yes.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Hey, we're getting close. And it hasn't been raining, so that's pretty good. We're starting to wrap up things at the compressor site. Next week, starting probably next Wednesday, we're going to be bringing in the final stone, to finish off the site. And so it's going to be about 8 trucks for 4 days. They'll come in from the south end of Delashon and then leave out on the north end. And that's how we're progressing. And pretty soon we're going to be commissioning. And I'll probably make one more meeting.
So you think it'll be operational when?
They're shooting for October 1,
October
but
1.
it may go into the first week of October.
Any road issues we need to know about?
No, but we did have, over the holiday break, Labor Day break, somebody did steal a generator off the site, and we reported it to the police and a report. But that was the only thing that kind of freaked us. It's quite a little generator, a little Honda Jenny, I believe. Been pretty quiet.
Haven't had any calls, so it must be.
Yeah, it's nice.
Anything?
I don't have nothing.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Okay, Cipher and Cipher is going to present their audit report.
Good evening, Supervisors. I'm Steve Cipher, the partner with Cipher and Cipher. I have with me Dan Prasasti, the member of the firm. He and a couple of other people from our office did the audit for 2016. We have given you 3 things tonight. One, a copy of the audit report. The second is our management letter. And the third is a presentation. We have this same presentation on the board behind you, the wall behind you. Benefit of the public. So we will be using this to follow along. So if you want to grab your presentation, it's inside the audit report there. We will start with page 2. Why we're here, the Pennsylvania Township Code called for an annual audit of the township financial statements. This audit is in part an attempt to comply with the Pennsylvania Township Code. The audit year is December 31st, 2016. The important thing to keep in mind is that everything in the report is the responsibility of the township management. You may be between management at the time, but at the time we were doing the audit, you had a township secretary-treasurer. Our responsibility is to use generally accepted auditing standards for the United States of America to conduct the audit. The purpose of any audit is to tell you whether, in our opinion, this is where your financial position was at the end of the year, how you got there, and give you an opinion if those things hold true. What you'll see at the bottom of that page is you have an unmodified opinion. So, and except for this year, we have a water and sewer fund. You'll hear us talk about this, but the exception is that we don't really maintain a good enough set of fixed asset record. And we'll talk about ways to improve upon that as we move forward. What we'll do is go to page 3. We have different sets of statements within the audit report. There's governmental, and then there are the water and sewer funds, enterprise fund, business type activities. So concentrating on the governmental right now, at 12/31, there was some $848,000 in cash and investments, $40,719. We have current liabilities of some $94,000. That represented escrow money that we had in our account, but really belonged to someone else until their obligation had been fulfilled. The difference between what you have and what you owe are called your fund balances, $795,000 at the end of the year. It's broken into 3 different funds: general fund, liquid fuel, and what we call non-major funds. And this is your small parks and recreation fund, $4,871, liquid fuel, about $19,500, and as everyone knows, that's the money you receive from the state for the roads that you maintain. It's our share of the gasoline tax. The general fund, $771,000, it's broken into 2 pieces. One, the unassigned fund balance. This is what you have not committed for any purpose, $110,500. There is, though, a commitment of the fund balance. The budget that you have for 2017 projects that you will spend more than you bring in. Should that hold to the case, the fund balance would be expected to go down about $660,000 in 2017. Of course, we're still in that year, so we don't know what that answer will be yet. We'll move on to page 4. Why do we take fund balance? Fund balance is a very important part of the overall finances of the township. One, it's the working capital of the township. Your township secretary would tell you not a lot of money comes in January, February, even early March. It isn't until the tax money starts to come in, real estate and earned income tax, where you begin to have a cash flow that allows you to pay your bills properly. This is where you go to make up that shortfall that will occur in the early months of the year. Secondly, the fund balance is your contingency fund. This is where you go when the proverbial hits the fan. We only need to look across the United States, Houston, Texas, the entire state of Florida, here, there, and everywhere. Those local governments are scrambling. If they don't have a rainy day fund, or if they don't have sufficient fund balance, they don't have a contingency fund. They can't go anywhere short of borrowing money very quickly, and that's generally not a good idea, to take care of an emergency. So it's your contingency fund. The last thing it is, the voters put you here to do one job, and that is to make Donegal Township better tomorrow than it is today. Without money in the bank, and as many of us know this in our own household, my wife and I want a couch. If we don't have any money in the bank and don't want to spend on a credit card, well, I can't make my living room better tomorrow than it is today. It's the same thing here. Townships do the same thing, only we provide different services. So it's very important that you have a sufficient fund balance. Now, if we go to page 6, the magical question is always, well, how much is a good fund balance? There's only 3 people in this room that know the answer to that question, and that's your supervisors. They're the ones that get the ability to raise their own taxes, so on and so forth. There are, however, rules of thumb. If you look at the bars on the left, the blue and red combined, that's the total fund balance, the $771,000 we were talking about. The red represents the pledge of that fund balance to the deficit that is expected to occur in 17. The blue represents the 110 that's left over. Draw a line across, and at 5, 10, and 15% of the 2017 budget, that's the amount of fund balance that's generally recommended. Now, this township can decide, no, we think we need a bigger fund balance, or we're willing to live with a smaller one. but that's part of the job of being a supervisor. And as the auditors, we can help point these things out, offer advice when it's asked, and so forth. But that's a recommended rule of thumb. Now, if we go to page 6, 7, how did we get here? Last year, general fund brought in $1,317,000, spent $1,150,000. That fund balance did go up by $201,000. The actual revenues and a budget is arguably the supervisor's most important financial decision of the year. That's how are we going to spend the resources of the township and what are they going to be spent on? With regard to the revenue budget, we brought in just over $8,000 more than we thought we would. That's very tight, very tight. We'll look at a graph or two a little bit later. Actual expenditures, though, were about $228 less than we thought. The largest under budget variance was in streets and highway, and due to combining liquid fuels expenses within the general fund budget. That's something we'll talk about in a little bit. Now, if we go to page 8, okay. This is going to be hard to read, but this is the revenue composition. This is where everything comes from in the township. The largest piece of revenue is intergovernmental. We are very fortunate, and I'll put that in quotes, we get Act 13 money. And Act 13 money is because we have a lot of drilling activity here. So that is designed in large part to reimburse us for the damage to the roads and other inconveniences that we are perceived to have because of that activity. There are people in Harrisburg which, as soon as you not have the money, they would like to spend it themselves or just give you a little bit, because that's really all you deserve. I like how it's done, but it is a large piece of the revenue. The caution here, though, is that you don't begin to spend it on things that you can't keep going. And we have other townships where, okay, we're going to buy a police force with this. And that's a great thing as long as that money lasts. Now, the other piece of the revenue that's big, local enabling taxes. This is principally earned income tax. This is the money that all of you pay from your self-employment or your W-2. Represents about 32% of what we have. Real estate tax, surprisingly enough, is the biggest piece of revenue in most places. Here it's only 13% of ours. And as you can see, the other smaller pieces of the pie, very small, I would call them insignificant. But if we go to page 8, what we're going to look at here, I think we skipped 8. So we're at 9 now. No?
Yeah, 2.7.
We got 2.7.
Yeah.
The auditors can't count. So, here we are on page 9. This is again hard to read, but we'll point out the highlights. The blue represents the actual, the green is the budget. Real estate tax came in slightly above the budget. What I'm going to tell you is in the 20-some odd townships, boroughs, school districts, well, 40-some, that we audit, real estate tax for about 2/3 of those organizations has come in under budget. That's a disturbing trend. It's like a reach almost. In this case, we're still budgeting fairly conservatively, 93% collection, which is a good collection percentage. But we collected more than we thought we would. The local enabling taxes, again, we're collecting more than we thought we would there. In a way that we're budgeting less than we think we're going to get is a good thing because overall, the local wage tax for the county, Washington County as a whole, has dropped because of the slowdown in the gas activity. 17 seems to have brought a bit of a rebound. So we don't know what's going to happen to that, but that's one of the categories that most local governments are very conservative with in their budget. Now what you can see, the rest of the item, licenses or permits, that came in above budget. Fines and forfeits, police officers, good work, came in under budget. Grant revenue, brought in less than we thought we would. Now, maybe there was a grant that we thought we were going to get, maybe it didn't come till 17. But in any event, I think it's a nice tight budget overall within $8,000 budget to actual. That's pretty good. We'll go to the next page. This is a pie chart of your expenditures. The biggest piece is streets and highways and streets, 34% of the budget last year. Public safety, 33%. General government, and that's the overhead of the township. That's what it costs for the secretaries, the lawyers, the auditors, so on and so forth. That represents 19%. And then employee benefits for the people we hire, insurance and so forth, another 12%. We have a very small amount that's dedicated to debt service, culture and recreation, less than 1%. Now, if we go to the next page, the budget actual comparison. Again, the blue is the actual expenditure, the green is the budget expenditure. Both categories were over budget, except for benefits, but the highway, and this is what's unusual here at the township, that does not include the liquid fuels budget. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Were the liquid fuels budget included with that, that number would be, the two numbers would be closer. But it's just, you know, kind of a methodology, a way of doing it. We'll go to page 12. You know, well,
It's
back to page 3. Doing good, Dan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying.
The other big fund that we have is water and sewage. Last year, the balance sheet stood in at $68,000 of cash. Receivable, $70,000. We have a number here for estimated fixed assets. This is why there's a modified opinion on the water and sewage fund, because we really don't know if that's a completely accurate number. $99,000 in current liabilities, that represents payroll payable, accounts payable, so on and so forth. And then we have non-current, and this is your debt, $1,178,000 of notes payable on account of the sewer operations that we have. The difference between the assets and the liabilities is our net position, $404,000. However, we can't go to the bank and put 404 in or even take it out. Reason why, we have a net investment in capital assets, and what that is, it's that estimated fixed assets minus the debt that we owe. So that's invested in hard things, pipelines, lift stations, whatever. 284, we can't spend that, but we can spend the 120. The caution that we always offer to our supervisors, school directors, and so forth, when you have an operation like this, you need to make sure the rate structure is proper, that we're looking out 5 years, because the DEP plays a big game with what we're allowed to do, what we're not permitted to do. So as a result, while water and sewage, we just think about it because it's convenient, we can turn the water on, we have some, flush the commode, it goes away. But there's a lot that goes into this, and there's a lot of obligations that we have. So supervisors, you need to keep that in mind. Next page. Operating revenue. Sewer fund brought in last year $430,000 in water and sewage revenue, spent $289. There's a little bit of non-operating revenue, $119, but that fund balance did go up by $141,000 over last year, 15. Next page. The conclusion of audit is a report. Now, my father started our firm a long time ago, and one of the things he always said, if you can't tell your client anything beyond the report that you issue, well, you really haven't done an audit. So we have a management letter, and the purpose of this is to offer required communication. Our professional standards tell us we have to do certain things, so we put it in this letter. Our professional standards say, well, if you have something to offer, this is a way to do it. Prior period adjustments. What we have to start with, all audits begin with the last audit. Now, the last audit here was 2015. It was done by the Township auditor. We start with their numbers, and then we proceed to audit the opening balances. In other words, their ending numbers become our opening balance numbers, so that's important. So what happens here, in order to get our books and records to be generally accepted accounting principles, which is what we want, we had to make a number of prior period adjustments. In total, about $1,200,000, $250,000 worth of those numbers. The biggest single piece of it is an estimate of what we have in sewer plant and water plant assets. It's simply a guesstimate. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Investments in cash management. This is an ongoing thing. We tell every client it's very important that you annually take a look at your investment. For the most part, we don't have a big issue with that because we have chosen Pennsylvania Municipal Retirement System to hold our township retirement assets. They're audited. They also issue a comprehensive annual financial report. This is something that you may not need to do anything specific. You need to be aware of it. Bookkeeping matters. Governmental accounting, for fund accounting, which is what this is called, requires separate self-balancing books and records for every fund. Right now, we have a QuickBooks file which contains all the funds, but it doesn't really contain all of them. It doesn't have the pension fund and so forth. We're suggesting that that be separated. We'll show you how to do it. It's not hard. You do not have to do it. We will continue to recommend it. Invoice approval. We'd like to see this tightened up in a way that permanently marked invoices so they can't be accidentally paid again in a standard, easy-to-operate format. Water and sewer fund, we kind of talked about this already. Keep an eye on the rate structure, very, very important. Fixed assets for the water and sewer. You need to engage an appraisal company for this purpose. It's not an inexpensive endeavor, but in order for your books and records to be more correct, you need to know what the cost value of all of the sewer and water assets are. The estimate we got from the old West Alexander Municipal Authority audit report from 2009. Likely things have changed since then. DCED report. Because the elected auditors prepared the 16 DCED reports, and that's normally what we would have done as part of our audit. But since it was already done, we're not going to do another one. It is missing a couple of things. Fixed assets and long-term debt. It is also missing the fiduciary fund, which is the pension fund for the police and the non-uniform. Those need to be added to that report. Consideration should be given to whether that should be amended. The conclusion here, we'd like to thank your now former township secretary. The audit went very smoothly. We did not have a great deal of difficulty doing the work that we have. I think overall, assuming that we don't spend the fund balance quite the way it's budgeted to, we're in decent financial shape. Now, should that fund balance go down to the 110 that's projected? It's okay. It still falls within the rule of thumb. But again, going back to what a fund balance is, working capital, contingency, plan for tomorrow. That's something that you'll want to think about. The very final thing is that we would thank you all for the opportunity to be township auditors. If you have any questions, we'd be happy to entertain those. If not, you're always welcome to have it back or call us on the phone. So thank you all very much. Any questions?
No, I won't have any questions until I review the documents. Any questions? Didn't hear you say it, and I guess They're missing money, is there?
No.
Misappropriating funds? Thank you.
Tammy, you have any questions? Tammy also?
No, that was gonna be my question. Was there any money misappropriated or any money missing? Because that's what I was accused of.
Oh, you do want me to secretary?
Yes, I'm paying
No.
Thank you.
Donegal Township compared to other townships in Washington County, how did we do?
Well, you got a couple things going here. One, you're wheeling down the street, wheeling West Virginia. That's a good place to be, is near a city that seems to be doing well lately. Secondly, your group got a lot of space here, so a lot of good things can happen. Financially, I'd be concerned about the one item which I've mentioned, and that's how the budget is structured for 17. What I will tell you is in the 17 budget, the township was conservative in its estimate of Act 13 receipts. This year, 16, we received about $338,000 of that money. We've only budgeted to get $100,000 in 17. Well, if we get another 338, then the fund balance is going to go up rather than down. But we don't know the answer to that yet. But I think overall, not bad. Not bad. And like I said, we're the auditors for 25 school districts and another 20 municipalities. So we've seen a lot. And what I would say to you, it's not an easy job being a supervisor. These folks will tell you that. You get to raise your own taxes, you get to make unpopular decisions, and but not bad in the scheme of things. But it bears watching, especially with that budget for this year.
I have one other question. For a long time, I've been preaching the fact that if our general fund we got below $100,000 in December, we could be in for a long, cold winter.
Well, you could be. I mean, it's
Because that is the period of time where you don't have the revenues to come in, and you have a lot of expenditures that are still committed. Would you say that's a fair assessment?
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that there cannot be large expenditures this year, or for the rest of this year that are outside the budget. What is budget?
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct. The other thing, when you spend fund balance, we'll go back to the home example. You have a savings account. If you spend the savings on the electric bill every month, well, pretty soon you're not going to have any savings, and you still have the electric bill. The objective is, when you spend fund balance, it should be those relatively non-recurring things. A police car, a truck, a major redo of a road, that type of thing. And what I don't know is the specifics that make up that the 2017 budget. I mean, we don't audit that as part of the work that we do, but that's part of what we consider when we decide to talk to you and tell you about what we see. But the question that you asked, yeah, let's stick to the budget. Let's make sure the budget's realistic. That's always, that makes common sense.
Thank you.
So what we read from your engagement letter, you only audit what's in QuickBooks currently? Or you don't go in and look at the bills?
Oh, yeah, we look at the bills.
You looked at the bills,
we look at the deposit, we read the minutes, we reconcile payroll, we perform payroll, we look and see if there's time sheets.
Did you see where the township pays for 2 million gallons but only bills out a million?
I'm sorry.
Water.
The water, the township pays for 2 million gallons a month, but they only bill out for 1 million.
Probably something that we looked at. I can't tell you.
You can't tell you?
offhand. I mean,
Okay.
I don't have my stuff with me, but that's possible.
Anybody else?
I do have a question. Looking at that, as you said, the estimated 2017 budget, the $662,000 that
Definitely.
deficit.
We're
Okay.
planning to get that much more expenditure than we're going to get the revenue.
I guess the reason I'm confused about that is that specific amount almost is the amount that's in the Act 13 fund. Is that not part of the Act 13 fund that you're
Well,
giving
the
us?
fund balance, where we stood at the end of the year, was about $707,000. If we bring in 1.1 next year and spend 1.7, where that difference comes from, that it comes out of the 700,000, so that we would then be left with about 120,000, 110,000 at the end of 17. I don't know if I'm answering your question, maybe I'm misunderstanding, and I apologize for that.
I think I can probably answer that a little bit. You can see in the budget, the 17 budget, that there is a portion set aside for capital purchases, which would be like a truck or a skid loader, machinery type thing. And it's possible, I mean, that's one of the possible uses for Act 13 money. So it's potentially, if they are to spend $660,000 on the fund balance, then it could come from that. And that's what the Act 13 money is. It's for. You don't, like he said, you don't want to spend it on recurring things. You want to spend it on the big capital purchases. So I think to answer your question, yeah, it's possible that that 660 would come from the Act 13 fund.
Okay, I think that clarifies it.
And if we get more Act 13 money in than the budget, which is only $100,000, I mean, if we get 338 like we did this year, then the problem is diminished to one that was